Okay, welcome to my first adventure of trying to fix this Nano S3. I'm trying to focus the camera a little bit here. And the Nano S3 is a really interesting device. It's supposed to look like the one on the picture on the screen here, and I'll do a better job of the screening images. But you can see that the one on the S3 is just beautiful on screen, and you can see that the one that I have here is not quite as lovely as the one that I have on the screen. So I took the canopy off, but the real problem I got into was through trial and error. What I was trying to do is figure out how to fly it, and yes, I use the simulators and everything else, but it's just a couple hard landings, and voila, the landing gear broke. As you can see, it breaks right at the seam here, so it's kind of not so easy to glue back together. So what I did was I got this lucite. Let's see if we focus it in. This lucite paste plastics glue. You have to have certain types of glue to do this too, because not all plastics glue to plastic. So bonding them is very tricky. So you have to have the right actual glue to bond them. So while I'm doing that, I figured it probably wouldn't be a bad investment to go ahead and order up a new set of landing gear from Horizon, and they delivered it just fine. I got it in like 2 or 3 days. They're obviously pretty good at this. But one thing I will go ahead and show you, I went out and got this WeHod set of tools, and I even bought a screwdriver from, I looked on the internet and everything else, from Horizon. I made sure I had the right material to do all the information, all the things I needed to do on it. And you can see, and focus it in a little bit, that's the one from Horizon. This is the WeHod Precision Tool Set. And the funny part about it was, you don't actually need any of this. If you look at the helicopter here, turn it upside down, and you can see there's actually a hole that lines up right here, if you can see it, and a hole that lines up right there. So there's 2 holes on the bottom of this, and this is the beautiful part. If to get it off, all you do is pull it out. To put it back on, all you do is push it in. That's all you have to do to get this thing to work. So yes, I over-engineered it. I thought about it too much. I watched the other YouTube videos, and I'm going to pause for just a second, and I'm going to come back and when I get this back in. But all I'm going to do is take the old one, put it over there, take the new one, put it right there. I'm going to put it into the 2 holes here, and then you're going to see where we have the new landing gear. But just give me a minute to do that while I'm holding the camera. Okay, we're back. Now, I haven't actually put it in yet. All I did was line up, as you can see, all I did was line up the holes on the bottom of this. So if you're going to use the light a little bit, lined up the holes onto the bottom of the chopper. And then once they're in, you just basically gently push it in the bearing. You can see the top, you push it in, it's slipped in. Push it here, and it's slipped in. And they just snap in. That's it. So it really wasn't a hard fix at all. So I think anybody could do that. You just have to have a little guidance. I think the key thing on the internet was not everything out there was, they said you need a screw, and they take a screwdriver and do this. There was no screws. So yes, I got great screwdrivers. I took the advice of other folks, but at the end of the day, it just snaps right in. As you can see, it's pretty stable. Now it's just a matter of testing it out, putting the batteries in, and flying the Nano S3.